couple more tacit discords here. Time to get rid of them. Wind Rider. Settle. Don't you worry. Is that the Thundering Mephis?
The Threnodian's revival has done significant damage to the environment nearby. Things have gotten even more dangerous out here. The closer we get to Norful Barrens, the worse it gets. The streams feel heavy with dread and the smell of blood. There must be a brutal fight going down on the Desert Island. The Tacit Field Director Tauchi mentioned should be right up ahead. We must pass through it to reach our base and find General GN. I wonder what other anomalies await us ahead. Is that one of our soldiers? Those soldiers, they're phantoms too. Watch out! More Tacit Discords. Be careful.
One with the sounds. Strike in the shadows. I sense your weakness.
The Rhetoric Brain's effects are worsening. We must proceed with caution. There, another wounded soldier. The stream...
Are you Yang?
What happened here?
The Thundering Mephis. I'm part of the Deso Rock Highlands. This is where our supply station is. We were on our way. Thundering Mephis. In the end... This place...
Watch out!
It's him, General...
Thundering Mephis. We must bring it down to keep pushing forward. The hour is upon us.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization.
Swift and resolute. Tell truth from facade. Finale! Tell truth from facade. Swift and resolute. No hesitate. One with the sounds.
Shape the shapeless!
Wind Rider. Set. truth from facade.
Let me be your blade.
Be gone!
We did it!
The thundering Mephis is a blend of countless fallen soldiers' reverberations. As long as more soldiers are still dying here, countless souls of our brave soldiers remain trapped in this rain to this day.
General,
Sorry. I should have arrived sooner. Is that so? You're a mysterious individual with vast experience. If we had crossed paths before, I wouldn't be surprised. Madam Magistrate and Tao Chi have informed me of your willingness to... I should properly welcome you with Huang Lon's formalities, but as the current situation forbids that, I'll brief you on our plans as fast as possible. I've heard about your deeds from Madam Magistrate. You are a trustworthy... Here, Retroact Rain Antidote, developed by the Academy. While the antidote cannot shield you from its effects entirely, it should at least lessen the hallucinations. For someone to show up as a phantom in the Retroact Rain, 2 conditions must be met. Prior exposure to the rain, and a deep you were found in the Gorges of Spirits only recently. And this, moreover, you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesized about your arrival. I was told you'd come to the Norfall Barrens one day. I'll do everything in my power to help you make that happen. Yes. Madam Magistrate might not be aware of this as it happened before. On the day I was selected to be the next general, Jue told me this. Beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront and if you are indeed the returning one mentioned here, you might have noticed something off about that moon. We call it the Void Plenilune. Once it fully takes shape, Overthrak, it is an ancient terror that reigns over our land. The Norfall Barrens have become a massive grave, but we must act now. The Void Plenilune is already visible. We must contain the Threnodian swiftly. Any delay could allow it to recover and become harder to deal with. Hold on. We cannot afford to rush the plan. We'll get into the specifics once we reach our base. I've taken care of all the tacit discords nearby on my way here. The path ahead should be relatively safe now. Keep going and we'll reach the base soon. One with the sounds. Disperse.
wait, is that?
Overthrax's towering statue, built from repurposed weapons and debris, has long loomed over Jinzhou as a foreboding symbol of our ongoing struggle. managed to gravely injure it 3 years ago, making the statue sink into the water. And now it just resurfaced. Our enemy must be eager to strike. The Vanguard base is right up ahead. Let's hurry over.
Greetings, General.
Master Tianxing? Didn't know it.
Jian Qin recently arrived at our base with one...
I've heard people comparing the Norfall Barons. Master once told me, life and countless brave souls have been trapped here by the evil power.
Please follow me. Our main goal is to contain the Academy determined they were not native to the Norfall Barons. After analyzing their behavior, I believe while the Overthrax is still weakened, we must seize the opportunity to act with looming danger from the continued ons. Please, join me in mapping out. I have split all combat units into the ranged units team will provide fire support from afar, while we have the special task force of Rover, Yang Yang, Jianxin, and me. Allow me to introduce Kong Lin, leader of the Ring, and this is Yue Hui. He's in charge of This is a topographical map of the Norfall Barons. The Overthrax's power limits our reach. The deepest we ventured was 3 years ago, when we discovered the suspended ruins in its hinterland. But the terrain is treacherous, narrow and flanked by high cliffs. On the other hand, our enemies must take the same route if they want to attack us. With the Overthrax reorganizing their frequencies and bringing them every time we cut down an enemy, it gains more power. Time is of the essence. We must swiftly and safely get our rover. Let's plan carefully, use each team's strength to our first, our ranged units. Armed with long-range weapons, they can strike from a distance. But we need to strategize based on the terrain. If we manipulate the terrain to our advantage, our strikes will be more effective and cover a larger range. Where should we deploy the ranged units? Deploying our ranged units high above the valleys in advance. This way, they'll provide cover for our close combat forces while staying safe themselves. We'll use their range advantage to the fullest. It's a smart move. Next, the infantry. They have been the heart of Norfall Valley is our main battleground. How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
We could divert some forces to flank the enemy, disrupting their formation and gaining an edge. However, a successful outflank requires a wide battlefield, but the small passage of Norfall Barons limits our options for movement. And we can't predict everything that'll happen on the battlefield. Our diversion could leave our front line vulnerable. It may not be the best strategy.
How should the infantry engage enemy targets? Now that the narrow terrain has dictated an inevitable confrontation, the infantry will attack head-on, breaking their line. Then lastly, the Special Task Force, all resonators with powerful... If the chance arises, they will be responsible for taking down the Overthrax. What should the Special Task Force do? We'll join our effort to break through their defenses and crush their source of power. This is the only way to completely rout the enemies. It's a risky, but necessary move. Thank you, Rover. The battle plan. I will now recap our plan. Kong Lin, your team will take the cliffs for fire support. Yue Hui, Your team will charge enemy lines to pave way.
Yes, sir.
And I'll join Rover, Yang Yang, and Jian Xin to create an opening for our main forces and take down the Threnodian. Good. Our next move is to reclaim the disruptor and break through the ground wave barrier.